Hello students, let us discuss with our new topic today, communalism. What is communalism? Communalism is a situation when a particular community tries to promote its own interests at the cost of other communities. Or in other words, communalism means a strong sense of loyalty to the interests of one particular group rather than to society as a whole, which can lead to extreme behavior or violence towards others. The problem begins when religion is seen as the basis of the nation. This happens when beliefs of one religion are presented as superior to those of other religions. When the demands of one religious group are formed in opposition to another, and when state power is used to establish domination of one religious group over the rest. This manner of using religion in politics is communal politics. Communal politics is based on the idea that religion is the principal basis of social community. Communalism involves thinking along the following lines. The first point says the followers of a particular religion must belong to one community. Second point, their fundamental interests are the same. Third, any difference that they may have is irrelevant or trivial for community life. Number 4 point, it also follows that people who follow different religions cannot belong to the same social community. Fifth point, their interests are bound to be different and involve a conflict. In its extreme form, communalism leads to the belief that people belonging to different religions cannot live as equal citizens. Various forms of communalism in politics. So let us discuss about the various forms of communalism in politics. Communalism can take various forms in politics. They are as follows. Number 1, the most common expression of communalism is in everyday beliefs. These routinely involve religious prejudices, stereotypes of religious communities, and beliefs in the superiority of one's religion over other religions. Number 2, a communal mind often leads to a quest for political dominance of one's own religious community. Third point, political mobilization on religious lines is another frequent form of communalism. This involves the use of sacred symbols, religious leaders, emotional appeal, and plain fear in order to bring the followers of one religion together in the political arena. Fourth point says sometimes communalism takes its most ugly form of communal violence, riots, and massacre. Our second point of discussion is secular state. What is called a secular state? Let us begin. Communalism was and continues to be one of the major challenges to democracy in our country. The makers of our constitution were aware of this challenge. That is why they choose the model of a secular state. Our country is a secular state. Number 1, there is no official religion for the Indian state. Unlike the status of Buddhism in Sri Lanka, that of Islam in Pakistan, and that of Christianity in England, our constitution does not give a special status to any religion. Second point, the constitution provides to all individuals and communities freedom to profess, practice, and propagate any religion or not to follow any. Third point, the Constitution prohibits discrimination on grounds of religion. Fourth point, the Constitution allows the state to intervene in the matters of religion in order to ensure equality within religious communities. For example, it bans untouchability. The idea of secularism is not just an ideology of some parties or persons. This idea constitutes one of the foundations of our country. A secular constitution like ours is necessary but not sufficient to combat communalism. So, today we discussed about two important topics. The first one we discussed was communalism, and the second one we discussed was secularism. Thank you.